This evening I've got a little project on which came from the kitchen of the household, and this is a handy little sort of knife which we've had for a long time. It's just one of those really handy knives that you use all the time, and the dishwasher it would appear that the I think these are called the scales. The scales from the knife have basically fallen off because the rivets appear to be made from aluminium, and I would guess that the dishwasher over the years has eaten the rivets, and you can see there that they're all sort of disappeared. So what my plan is to I've got some brass. Where's it gone? I've got some brass bar like this, and I'm just going to turn it down. This appears to be about 4mm. Let's just double check that. Let's see what it actually is. Only, I mean, roughly. Yeah. It appears to be 4.1mm-ish. And so I'm just going to turn some brass down to 4.1mm-ish, and then I'm just going to stick them through there and then peen them over with a ball peen hammer. That's basically what I'm going to do, and hopefully we'll get another 20 years or whatever we've had out of these scales and these rivets. So over to the lathe, and we will turn some bar down. Okay, so we've got a piece of brass in the lathe, and I'm just going to turn it down to 4mm. I've already turned down a bit to 4, so as you can see there. So I'm just going to knock this back down to 4. It doesn't have to be super precision, of course, but that's 4.12, which is, let's just take another 1/10 or so off. That's just over 4, so that's absolutely fine. Let's just part that off. Like that, parting tool. Again, I just need it about 16mm, so what I'm going to do is just stick that up against the end there. Just basically do. That's near enough. 0 my z-axis and 16mm on there, which should 16 is about there. 16 is about there. So just part that off. There we go. Just need to make another 2 of those, and then we can stick them into the handle. Right. So we've got our three pins made, and there we go. 3 4mm-ish pins. I'm just got to take these old pins out. This should be interesting actually. Oh, they come out quite easily. These parallel acting pliers are actually really good for working with pins and things, because they've got, you can see, if you can see in the jaw there, they've got actually a groove down the centre, so great for grabbing wire and things like that. They're excellent. Right, so those are a nice tight fit through there. So tight won't go in. There's only one of these holes in the handle which is exactly 4mm, the others are bigger. So I think all we've got to do is basically hold those together and tap through these pins, and then pin them over. That's my guess. Never done this before. It's the first time for everything. Let me bring you in a bit closer so you can see what's going on. Right, I think you can see that. Let me just there we go. So, hammer, small ball peen hammer, one of the pins. I don't know if I made any bigger than the others. Just try them all. They don't seem to want to fit, which is strange. Maybe I just made them a bit tight, but there's no harm in that, I don't think. Let me just tap, tap, tappity tap. There we go. So that one's through. Another next one. Oops. There we go. Let's through that one, and then last one. This end here. Right, there we go. So there's the 3 through on both sides. All we've got to do now, I'm not sure how we do this, but it's pin them over. So I guess that we start off by pinning one side. These are the flats, these are the, oh, I've got a tit on there. Let me file off. Let me just file that tit off, that one there. Right, so that's flat. That's pretty flat. Just get the tit off all of those, and then I can. Right, okay. Now I'm just going to peen, I think, like this. Just have a look with me. Magnify what that looks like. Well, it's definitely mushroomed over a bit. So just continue doing that until it's sort of nice and peened over, and then maybe just push it through then, because it's going to be tight then. Oh, there we go. That's great. Now obviously that's protruding quite a bit, but if I do the same with that, file it down, see how that's gone. That looks quite good. So I'm going to do the same with this one. So let's start off by peening it. I'm just basically bashing it round and round with the ball end of the ball peen hammer in the hope that I mushroom it out, which I seem to have done. I'm going to knock that one through. Oh yeah, they get quite tight, which is great. That's just what you want. And they hold him by. So last one, let's peen this one. It obviously not only mushrooms the top, but it also actually flares quite a way down, because when you go to tap it in, actually that one tapped in a bit easier, so I'm going to peen it some more, because it's obviously a slightly easier fit at this end. So if I peen that some more, oh, that was better, a bit tighter. So that side looks great. I've just got to improve this side now. They're a bit too long, look. I might be better off doing that on the belt sander. I could just do it flat on the belt sander, and that would probably be better than filing it, maybe. Although it would file down quite quickly. What shall I do? Let's have a quick go with the. I'm just going to put these felt jaws in here. I've got some magnetic felt jaws here, which are good for holding soft stuff like this. Oops. Now we get that in there like that. I'm careful not to stab myself with it. Actually, get it like that, be better still. There we go. That's held quite rigidly. And let's get a decent sized file to start. In fact, if we file all three together like that, you might make reasonable light work of it. Oh yeah, that's going to go down quite quickly, I reckon. Yeah, we're going down quite quickly there. The trick is not to obviously file the handle too badly. I suppose what you can do is put some tape on it, but it's a 20-year-old kitchen knife. It hardly matters if I scratch the handle slightly. It's only cheap plastic anyway. It's not like it's made from reindeer antler or something like that. And they're going down nicely now. Right, once I'm cutting plastic, which I seem to be doing now, those are pretty flush. So what I'm going to do is peen them over, and then maybe just finish them off. Actually, that one's pushed through slightly, so I'll push that one back. What I can do is peen both sides as well. That's something else. You know, once I've got it peened. Once they're peened, I can peen both sides. It's pushed through again. Those are all pushed through nicely. Okay. Right, let me just peen this one now. Well, that seems to have worked alright. Seems quite tight. Okay, next one. That one's pretty good. Next one. Helps if you hit the rivet rather than the handle. Like that. I'm going to go and peen these a bit more as well. There we go. I don't think these are going to let go in a hurry. Right, I think all I'm going to do now is just finish this off with probably with some sandpaper actually. There's a bit here. Let's get my felt jaws back in. I quite like the peened look as well on the rivets. I don't know if you can see from there. Let me get you down a bit closer. The peened rivets look quite nice. That sort of looks okay, does that? I'll get some. That's actually looking pretty good. Let me go and do the other side. I think hopefully we've resurrected this knife and we're going to get another 20 years service out of it before I need to do that again. I wonder if the dishwasher will eat the brass rivets. No idea. Just try a bit of this mothers on the plastic because it might just get rid of the sanding marks. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's better. Good stuff, this mother's polish. I use it for all sorts of stuff. But what it's doing here is just, that's when I sanded it, it just sort of gave it a pretty matte finish and it made it look more like plastic rather than ebony, which is what it's supposed to look like. But just a quick polish with that and it looks like ebony again. Pretty good. Right, I'll do the same on this side. Sorry about the bleeping, everybody. Washing machine at it again. I will keep making my clothes dirty and having to put them in the washing machine. Right. Let's get this handle looking ebony-like again. Oh, that's working really well. If you've ever got any plastic handles that you want to look more like ebony, I can say that this does work. It just gives it the right level of sheen. It's probably bringing the brass up really nicely as well. I dare say the brass will tarnish, and very quick one that. But I thought you might be interested. I didn't know how that was going to turn out, but it came out fine. And as I say, it's going to live to tell to work for another maybe 20 years, chopping vegetables and whatever it gets used for, generally in the kitchen. Thanks for watching.